SHOT Show 2012. Yes, I got to some blade booths. We're going to go to the Kershaw booth right now. They welcomed me with open arms. Very kind and nice. The girl who did this review of their blades was very, very sweet. When I asked her, is it okay if we do a promotional video for Kershaw, she goes, well, that's why we're here. Let's do it. Please, let's do it. Very nice people. And if you guys or ladies out there are into any Kershaw blades, just PM me. I'm a dealer with them, and I'll, as a YouTuber subscriber of mine, I'll make sure you get the price you want. I've got ArmoryExpressOutlet.com. You can do some researching on there for some blades, but I can work with you on the prices. So send me a PM if you want a Kershaw blade. But she really did a good job, and she really respects the online gun community and knife community. And here is Kershaw. She did a great job. Enjoy. Welcome to weaponseducation.com. All right, we're at the Kershaw booth. Jennifer, tell the viewers what's new with Kershaw for 2012.
We got some really cool stuff. Some stuff that we debuted last year's prototypes, we finally hit the market with within the last month. And one of them is our Echelon right here. It's got a natural G10 handle, so there's no dye in here. Kind of makes it look like a snot color. It doesn't glow in the dark, but this is how G10 comes without the dyes. Deep carry pocket clip. You want to take it back? And then it is an assisted opener. So with this, you just give it a little thick.
Nice.
Got it right there.
Nice girls.
So that's one of them that's new. First shipment's left just a couple weeks ago. So we're end of January right now. So beginning of January 2012 they started shipping. So cool little knife. Very different design from most of our other stuff. It's a little curvier, a little edgy. So that's one of our new stuff. Kind of a similar thing to that is going to be what we call here our knockout. So your basic black G10 handles, quad mount pocket clips for those of you guys that like options. And then this has a sub-frame lock here. Nice. So you're not getting those heavy steel liners in there. Very lightweight, very thin. I don't know if you can see that. But again, it'll act as a frame lock, so as you're squeezing, it's not going to come undone on you. Sorry, I keep moving out of frame lock.
That's all right.
And then it's just an assisted opener as well, American made. So another great little new knife there. One of my favorite little guys is designed by Rick Hinderer. We've started moving towards some of this stuff, and you can kind of see he's got that trademark kind of hard angles on there. This is going to be an import product. You probably find it out on the market for 25, 30 bucks. You know, really good stuff. Titanium coating, excellent steel in here. It's a 8CR13 MOV, which has a really good edge retention, and it's going to rock well at about a 58, 59. So I don't care what people say about import steels, it's good blade steel. Deep carry pocket clip, again you get the quad mount on there, so options. And of course it's got our speed safe Kershaw's assisted opener, so
Great.
it's another great little guy. Really stout, sturdy. I like this little guy.
What's this red one here?
This red guy, it's just a little manual folder. So kind of a work toolbox knife, so if you lose it, you're not out a bunch of money. Good little steel, you get that little special wrench clip on there. And it's just a manual folder. So pretty basic, but you know, you don't want to lose your $200 pocket knife.
How about that red one down there?
And that's our red blur.
That's a nice one.
So our blur series is pretty familiar to a lot of our standard customers. You get aluminum handle, and we've done it in all kinds of colors. This year we introduced olive drab. So red with silver blade, you have olive drab with black. We also have the desert sand with black. And then you get a nice rubberized grip insert here. This is a pretty good staple for us. We've carried the blurs for a while. And it's just thumb stud open. So nice little flick open there. Good stuff. One of the best things that we have this year that's new, we're introducing what we call our function line. These aren't going to be available until later in the year. These are prototypes right now, so we got a little ways out till we ship on them. But there's a couple of them. They all have an assisted opening blade, deep carry pocket clip, and the carabiners that come out. What makes the different is that we have a DIY, a do-it-yourself version. We have the outdoor version, which is what this green color is, and that's got your saw on it. The DIY is going to be slightly different, so the part that comes out is going to have your flathead screwdriver, a hex bit holder, so if you need to crank your bits, and then of course your beer opener. You gotta have that. So, you know, it's definitely a knife for everybody. So again, system opening, comes in the red. And then the last one is the little EMT version. So this one will come serrated. So if you're cutting seatbelts, strapping, webbing, clothing, this one's a better option. Coated blade, so it's not going to get corrosive and it gets like blood and stuff. And then it's got the little cord cutter, the hex tool, and then again you'll have your bottle opener on here, right? So that's kind of a quick, really fast 100-mile-per-hour rundown on what's new for Kershaw. We've got some great stuff, and of course we have the classic stuff that we're just throwing out in new colors. So
Good job.
good stuff, yeah.
Very good.
Good job,
Awesome.
Jennifer.
Bye.
Go to Kershaw.